How's it going, gamer? You got hands here. And today in Dauntless, we're going over Rezakiri's Iceborne Strikers build. This is a really dope build and I really enjoy it. So we're definitely getting ready for Umbral Escalation and we are all excited. So I've had a few requests for a few builds and I'm trying to pop them all out, and this is one of them, you know. And like I said, we all love Iceborne, so why not? So this build features maximum critical strike that you can get for Rezakiri Strikers. What we're playing with is a 35% increased critical strike chance, and of course the 30% critical strike damage buff. So that's really nice, and we have a half health build and we're rocking Wild Frenzy, Rage, Overpower. So all in all, it's a pretty solid build and I definitely enjoyed it. We're also utilizing Drask's Lantern and Zeal for a nice little buff and boost of damage as well. If you want more attack speed and more mobility, you can definitely use Shrike's Lantern or maybe Embermane's. That would also work as well. I go over a few variations on the cells that you can do and on the armor parts in case you don't have something that's in this build. So I thought ahead just for you, gamer. So if you're looking for a crew or party, guys, don't forget we're rocking a Discord community that's open to all gamers, all like-minded gamers willing to help each other no matter the skill level. So with that said, turn on your system, grab your strikers, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now. What is up, gamers? Hands at you again with another build. We're using Iceborne this time in our Rezakiri Striker build today. If you want no Iceborne, I did just make that video, so check out my channel. Like I was mentioning, we're super excited for Umbral Escalation and we all need a little bit of help, and Iceborne definitely helps us get through so we can get to the new boss and check that epic battle out. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyways, let's hop into this build. It's Hands of Dawn Rezakiri Strikers. They're pretty cool because it has cunning and it has a 10% chance for attacks to hit twice, which is a critical strike chance hit. So we're going to maximize that, we're going to play with that in this build, and we're going to make it pretty good. And as you saw in the previous clip, it can hold its own. I mean, you saw it, that's proof. It's proof enough for me, you know. So what you're going to want to do is put a cunning cell in there. Next, you're going to want a discipline cell. The best, hands down the best special in mod is Titan's Crash and Psychonic Strike Plate. In my opinion, they're just definitely the best and they have the most damage. So for the headpiece, that's Shroud's head, Dark Watch, that has a Rage, and we're going to put a Discipline cell in there. And then next is Boreal's chest piece, that has another Rage cell in it, and we're going to put an Iceborne cell in there. And for the hands, yes, I know it's Torgadoro's hands, but it's awesome because it has Overpower, and we're going to throw another Overpower. If you do not have these hands, you can definitely use Nasher's hands, and then that will give you Rage Hunter. And you can put a Rage Hunter cell on there. But I definitely and highly suggest using Overpower if you can. And for the feet, we're using Boreas's feet, that has another Iceborne, and we're going to put a Wild Frenzy cell in there to boost our attack speed. And for the lantern, we'll be using Drask's Eye because on the instant tap it has a 30% increased damage for 6 seconds. And we're going to play with that, and we're going to increase our damage because yes, we are using Iceborne, so it lowers it a little bit because of the lack of cell space. But this right here is going to help us boost our damage, especially with Zeal. If you don't have Zeal, maybe use something like Etheric Attunement to charge your lantern more. But these right here synergize really well for really good boost of damage. And for the tonics, if you're doing in-game stuff, if you're doing trials, definitely use Assault Tonic, Frenzy Tonic, and Blitz Tonic. I'll still suggest these for the Umbral Escalation because they're just solid great. I mean, that's extra attack speed, that's extra damage, extra stagger damage. You know, if you need more stamina, use the stamina one, which is really great as well, and it lasts a long time. So all in all, what we got going on is max critical strike for this weapon because we maxed out Discipline and Cunning. Cunning gives us a 10% critical strike chance and an extra 30% damage on a critical strike hit. So remember, we also have our weapon that has 10% chance. So right now, we're already at 20% critical strike chance. But with Discipline, that knocks that up. So now we have a 35% increased critical strike chance. Discipline also limits our health to 50. And that is good because that allows us to use Wild Frenzy and Rage at a consistent rate all the time. And next is Iceborne. We all know what that is. When you're under 50% health, you take decreased damage and you get lifesteal. So it's amazing and we love it. Overpower, that's 60% damage versus staggered behemoths, and they definitely will be staggered. And Rage, we just talked about this a little bit. That's 25% damage all the time because we're utilizing discipline. And same thing for Wild Frenzy. We have an increased 12.5% increased attack speed all the time as well, so that's really great. And Zeal, that's a 35% increased Lantern Tap ability effectiveness, and that synergizes with Drask's Eye. So I hope you like this build, and I hope you're excited for Umbral Escalation like I am. I'm definitely going to test this build out in there, and I know it rocks because I destroyed Shroud in 2 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Alright gamer, that's all I got for you today. Hey, if you like this video, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. And don't forget to let your friends know what I got going on here. If you're looking for a certain build or you need a certain build, hit me up down in the comment section. This is Hans signing out. Peace, y'all.